everybody, it's Angie, Dr. Jarrett's wife with Achieve Wellness. Today I'm in the kitchen and I'm kind of in my happy place because the weather is starting to get warmer out, so I'm able to open my windows and I can hear my wind chimes outside, look at the lake. And so really, with all the warm weather and just the different smells, we're really eating differently in the kitchen. So I want to share with you a great recipe that you can maybe bring to a barbecue or a party this summer. It's just really light and refreshing. So it's a layered Mediterranean dip. And let's get started with the first layer. The first layer is hummus. If you do not have this as a staple in your refrigerator, definitely add it to your grocery list. It comes in so many different kinds of flavors, and you can use it as dip or for your veggies or on a wrap. Or if you're making like a Mexican roll-up, they have like spicy kind of flavors on this. So there's so many different uses for hummus, and really all it is chickpeas blended up with some type of flavoring basically. The one that I'm using today is Holy Land brand. And while I'm spreading this out, I'll kind of tell you. So I've got an 11-inch pan here, and this is about 8 ounces of hummus. So the reason that I'm using that brand today is because hummus has some kind of oil in it, and you just want to make sure that you're getting something. This one has olive oil, and so a lot of hummuses have canola oil or soybean oil. Soy is typically a GMO. It's genetically modified, and it's also a hormone disruptor, so you want to stay away from soy as much as possible, especially for us females. We don't need any other things screwing up with our hormones, so stay away from the soy. So this one, like I said, has olive oil in it. So you want to just spread it evenly so you've got a nice layer on the bottom. And then the next layer is this cilantro pesto. So I've already blended this up because I didn't want you guys to be listening to my blender today. But really all this is you take a bunch of fresh cilantro and you want to just take the end of it and snip this off. And you're going to want to get about 1.5 cups of these fresh cilantro leaves. And then you add garlic in here, olive oil, some pine nuts, some chopped pecans in here as well, and then blend it up. I use my Vitamix, but a food processor would work really well, really good as well. And then at the end, you just want to add 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. So I'm going to add that in here and mix it up real well. And then you're not going to really be able to spread this on here. So you just, I don't know, a good word I guess is plop it on. Just add it to the top of this as much as you can. You might be able to do a little bit of spreading, but you don't want to mess up with your hummus on the bottom. So as much as you can get. Without spreading it out too much. This cilantro smells so good. I wish you were here to smell it. Like I said, it's just like those fresh herbs in the summer. There's nothing better. I just planted some out in the back a week ago, so I'm so excited to start adding some of those fresh herbs to my food this summer. Okay, well, that's about as good as it's gonna get. So that's the next layer. And then after that, we're just gonna add, I've already chopped everything up, but a bunch of cucumbers. And I'm sorry, I don't really have measurements for this stuff. I will definitely put the recipe in the comments below. But you just, depending on how much hummus you have and how much you like stuff on your dip, just kind of eyeball it, figure out what you like the best. So I like to buy English cucumbers. They're kind of my favorite. And I like a lot on here because I want to taste kind of everything on each bite. So I'm going to add quite a bit here. All right, and then the next one is onions. Purple onions are so great because they just make it look pretty with the coloring. Here we go. And then banana peppers. So these come in like the jar that you buy. And you don't have to buy the spicy ones. You can buy the mild ones, just like this. And then you want to chop them up so they're really, really fine. So add those. And then Clamato olives, also they come in a jar. And so I've chopped these up really fine. Don't use regular black olives, that's not gonna taste the same. You gotta use Clamato olives. They're super yummy. All right, this is looking good. All right, and then the next one is sun-dried tomatoes. You can buy these in the store. My mom has given these to me because she just takes tomatoes from her garden and then dehydrates them. My 4-year-old loves these as a snack, so she gives me a ton of them. But you can buy them just in a package at the store as well. So I'm gonna just break a few pieces off in here. And this is, like I said, so pretty because there's so many different colors to this, so it just looks really good too. Got red and green and purple. I'm gonna break this one up. Put a couple more in here. All right, looking good. And then the last ingredient on the top is a little bit of crushed or crumbled feta cheese. So I'm just gonna sprinkle that on top here. Kind of a messy job, but somebody's got to do it. Okay, get in here. Can you see how pretty this looks? Come on in. Check it out, check it out. Okay, I want to eat this whole thing right now. It smells so good too. So yummy. All right. So that, I think we're doing pretty good. What do you guys think? Give it a thumbs up. This is awesome. Okay, so I think we're done. Pretty easy. I'm just gonna wash my hands real quick. And then what I wanna show you is what I use for dipping. Now, typically something like this, you wanna use people tend to use like a pita chip. So these are my favorite plantain chips. Super salty and yummy. The ingredients on here are plantains, sunflower oil, and salt. And they may look like a banana, but they taste totally different than banana chips. To me, this is kind of my go-to if I'm looking for a potato chip. And they're crunchy, so when you're using it to dip, this works so well just to take a dip and eat it like that. So these came from Trader Joe's, but there are some other grocery stores that sell plantain chips. Give it a try. I encourage you to try something new. And again, I'm gonna leave the recipe on the comments below, but if you like this video, give it a thumbs up or a share, and thanks for watching.